Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Hillsfar, part 6. Yes, part 6 of the Let's Play series, which will mean it's going to be the last quest in the Magic User plotline. So, we will finish the Magic User story today, and then I'll have a hiatus before next episode because I'm going on holiday. Actually, not on holiday, I'm going travel for work, but it's going to be the equivalent of my holiday. That's what I get for holidays. And when we'll come back, we'll continue with the thief and the fighter quests before we finish this in another 6 episodes. So let's load our character to ride to Hillsfar. There's going to be Mistra, our magic user. Let's go to Hillsfar. There we go. So, it will be the last. So there's 3 quests each for each of the classes. We're in the clerics. This time we're going to finish the magic user. And at the end of it, I will tell you the story that comes bundled with this, which is the magic user story. It comes with a guide, a little novelization of, I think it is of this last quest, I think. Either this one or the previous one, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Find out. Knows what this offer. So, where shall we go? I have 2 potions, 3 knock rings, so I'm fine. Let's go to the Mage's Guild. Right. Which is down here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's down there in the corner. Go, just enter. Master not in. Rest. Oh, you dream. The room begins to slowly rotate around you. An image forms in your mind. The arms beckon to you. The lips form soundless words. You see implanted in your mind's eye a locked door to a magic shop. You slept peacefully for 8 hours. You now feel completely rested. It is now 9 a.m. So, is this a hint for my quest? Magic shop. Let's go to the magic shop and find out. I think the magic shop was here somewhere, I think. Yeah. And here, is this it? To the mage. Run on the way to open the lock. Okay. I think I might have to rob this shop, or at least, loot it, come here at night so I can actually explore it. So let's rest for a little bit. 6 p.m, 3 a.m. should be closed by now, the shop. So let's go back in and try to loot the place. Should we open it? Yes. Just physical force. Door is open. That worked. Explore and exit for your discovered. Did we open it? Okay. That worked. Another potion of healing. That's nice. A lot of noise, so I'll use a knock ring. What do I get from this? 30 gold pieces. Okay. Something. You find a bottle containing a thick reddish liquid and decide it would be best to take it for the guild master for evaluation. So, which is strange. Is this what I needed to get from here? I'll figure it out. Find out if it is. Can't find any more. Oops, teleport. Oh, there's 19 gold pieces, nice. To find more 19 gold pieces. It's a very big shop. Good. Let's try to use physical strength. Slipping gas trap, that's not good. I awaken. Okay, will you open it? Yes. I'll use a knock ring. Oh, revealing the 4 traps. That's good. Good to know. sometimes you might want to step on a floor trap to be transported somewhere else, particularly if you have a guards chasing you. Ooh, let's open this. What's in it? Just the gold pieces. So this one, it's another potion. Okay. Throw it away. Let's find an exit. Try stairs, some stairs down or something. I know it's time to find an exit. I need to find it first. Oh, here's the exit. Bye bye. Okay, so I try to go to the guild again and try to show this vial I found. You have found the elixir of Diane. I thought it's lost with the disappearance of her daughters. You uncaps the bottle, and as you smell the fragrance, you fall fast asleep. You dream. The room begins to slowly rotate around you. An image forms in your mind. The arms beckon to you. The lips form a soundless words. And the image shapes into a handsome, striking woman who speaks. I am a daughter of Diane, trapped in a prison. Only a mage thrisely honored may release me from my doom. The first honor must be one of exciting aim on the fourth board. The word Tana forms in your mind. Tana was the owner of the archery range, right? So, exacting aim on the fourth board. What does this mean? Okay. I mean, they have to go to the archery range, clearly. So let's go. I have to rest a bit. 11 AM. Okay, so it's daytime. Go to the archery range, which, if you remember, is up there somewhere. Here, yeah. I already know Tana because I've. Let's try to do this. By practice with the wands here. Also the fluid back. 'Kay. Let's try now. The one, wait till it's fully back and then shoot when it starts to come forward. Nope. 1. 2. 3. 4. 'Almost. 5. Tana takes you aside and whispers, "You are honored this day, bold mage. With the first honor of Diane, you will find more of Diane's elixir at the Wizard's Labyrinth located near the ruins." Lucky, you barely beat last place. Oh, I don't care. I'm done. You take one last look. So, ruins. Mages something something near the ruins. Let's, I don't know, any offer. And let's move. Okay, stable. No, leave. Stop annoying me. Shelter, yes. Now let's go to the ruins. Those ruins have to go through the trading post, right? And there's a trading post to the ruins. So let's go there. Wizard's Labyrinth near the ruins, right? So let's go to the trading post and then get to the ruins. Oops, faceplant on the way. Couldn't be an episode of Hillsfar with a little face planting. Trading post. No, don't wish to enter. So you go to the ruins, right? And from there must be some kind of hidden path, right? To the wizard's tower. Boring. All this makes you play this. So I don't want to enter the ruins. I want to enter the wizard's tower, which is not that way. The hidden trail is probably it. Let's take it. Okay. Wizard's Labyrinth, not tower. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. Okay, let's try. For all pieces. You find Diane's elixir. You hold it gently and uncap the bottle. You dream. The room begins to slowly rotate around you. An image forms in your mind. The arms beckon to you. The lips form soundless words. The image shapes to a handsome, striking woman who speaks. I am a daughter of Diane, trapped in a prison. Only a mage thricely honored may release me from my doom. The second honor is one of freeing the mage's tower from a malevolent spirit by opening a special chest within the room it inhabits. So, where is that chest? Exactly, we'll find out. Okay. No, I can't use this. Can't open this lock. Yes, I thought open the lock, I know. Okay, so I open it. What do I get? Lock ring. Oh, nice. That's nice. Open more locks. Okay, so what am I supposed to do now? So that's the Wizard's Tower. Where's the Wizard's Tower? Should be a place. This is the Wizard's Labyrinth. There might be a Wizard's Tower somewhere. Okay. This cannot be found. Good. Yeah. No. Mage's Tower now. Let's run. Good shot in the face. Very nice. Really enjoyed it. So now hopefully get back to the ruins. Then to the thing. I need to save this game as well because this is getting way too convoluted for my liking. I hope I don't lose it and then I have to start it all over again. These last quests are always a bit more complicated. Bit more face planting. Always nice. Let's move to the trading post now. Trading post. And trading post. No, to Hillsfar. Oops. Hillsfar. That's the way. So from Hillsfar to my camping grounds, and then from the camping grounds back to Hillsfar into the Mage's Tower, then we'll see what to do next. Plenty of jumping. Oops. No. Yeah, that's it. Save the game. Yep. Save current Hillsfar character and go back to Hillsfar. That's it. It's so annoying that you have to go all the way there to save the game whenever you need to. You can't just save it anywhere. Old games. Not being friendly to users. Okay. Hillsfar, and now I'll move to the Mage's Tower, which, oh, sorry, I think it's in there. I think that's where I have to go. I am not sure. It is though, isn't it? No, it's the sewers. Is this one? What is this? No. So is it this? I think it's one of these. I'll find out or down. It's that stupid thing that was covering it. The caption thing. Mage's Tower. Will you open it? Yes. Let's go into the Mage's room. Ooh, sorry. Go to the upper left corner on the left hand walls. Which is not here. teleporting me around, please. Oh, secret door. Vishendra, yes. That's good. Oh, seems to be a bit more. Oh, in the corner of the room, you see the dark presence of the malevolent spirit. As you open the chest, a spirit of good and light pushes past you. Aim it as an arrow at the dark spirit. The dark spirit flees in great haste. The good spirit comes to your side and chants, "You are honored this day with the second honor of Diane." At the bottom of the chest, you see a note addressed to the master of the tower. Bottles of Diane's elixir have been secreted at the hut. Okay. Which hut? Probably the hermit's hut, right? Well. Have to wait. Yes, I've enough. Let's open the lock. I'll try it again. Oh. Big gas traps, now I'm going to be asleep, but I have time here, which is good, so. Yep, there you go. Open it. Find an empty chest. All this work for nothing. 872, 116 gold pieces. So this is a pays well, the secret room. I wonder if it has an exit. That would be useful. So I'm gonna need chests, 84 gold pieces. 50 gold pieces. Let's see if I can find if there's an exit here, which there is. Exit here. Now there are guards blocking the entrance. Okay, so there must be a proper exit. 460 gold pieces. And the information about the hut. Let's go to the hermit's hut then. I think is what is being said here. Okay, so let's go to the hut. The same thing as the hermit's hut. On here, yeah, around the trees there. That's okay. So to the hut, yes. And now the hut. Knock ring, that's always useful. On here. Any more chests? This is where I came from. There's another chest. You find Diane's elixir. You hold it gently and cap the bottle. You dream. The room begins to slowly rotate around you. An image forms in your mind. The arms beckon to you. The lips form soundless words. The image shapes to a handsome, striking woman. Again. Who speaks? I am a daughter of Diane, trapped in prison. Only a mage, thrisely honored, may release me from my doom. The third and last honor, my darling mage, is one... Daring mage, sorry, I was already darling myself, is one of the defeating the proud Minotaur Taurus in the arena. He is the instigator of my imprisonment. I have seen him fight. He always leads with one or more hits to the left, followed by a headbutt, and then one or more hits to the right. Then repeats the cycle. Okay, that's supposed to help me? 4 traps, potion of healing. Okay. Now I need to wait for another knock ring. That's always good. And I'm gonna need to save this before I go fight the Minotaur, because the times I fought the Minotaur here, I have been defeated, soundly trashed by said Minotaur. Minotaur. Who knows? More importantly, who cares? Oh, there's the exit. No, let's leave the hut. Go back to Hillsfar. Almost jumped a bit too early there. Oops. Always a face plant on the last stop as well. Now let's all go to this first go. Save the game. I might have to repeat the Minotaur fight several times. So left, headbutt, right, but it's one or more times to the left and one or more times to the right, so that doesn't really help. Yes. Save. Okay, let's go back to Hillsfar and try to fight in the arena until we find Taurus the Minotaur, which is like the 5th fighter or something in a row. So I'm going to have to learn how to fight in this arena because I'm pretty bad at it. But we'll fight each opponent and then go back and save and find the next one because they just come in succession. Let's try to fight Lefty first. Drink a potion just to... There's a defense here. See, I'm really bad at this. Okay. See, so hopefully just get him. See, I can't wait for him to telegraph his moves, or else just get hit in the face. Can't hit him at all now. What's wrong with this shit? Okay, I wonder if I could get him again. There you go. I want to fight again. I want to drink my potions until I get up to 26 and leave, save the game and come back and fight the next one until I can get him. No, I don't want to hire you. We'll go to a healer eventually, but now let's just Go back to the save place, save the game, we can come back. And find, I think it's the Minotaur now? The red Minotaur that no one knows the name of. That's not Taurus. I thought it was Taurus before, but it is not. It's just a random Minotaur. So, save. And go back to Hillsfar. This is pretty much, for me at least, a game of you try it until you get it. If you don't get it, just reload and do it again. Have to kind of save scam it because it's really hard to control the movements here. Let's go to the scroll trial and error. I should do it, then keep going. But let's go. Center. Yes. Blood Mass Minotaur. Okay, let's fight him. Okay, that's another one. Fight again, nope. We'll drink another potion though, up to 24. Need to find the healer somewhere. I think I know where there's a healer. There's a healer down there. Stock up on potions. Go save again and then come back. Save. There's a healer here near the... Yeah, here you go, healer. Oh, locked, so let's go in. Let me just go to my guild. Rest for a while. It's not 4 AM. Rest 12 PM. Leave the guild. And now I can try to go to the healer. Stock up on potions. Buy heal potions for 250, buy heal potion, buy heal potion, buy heal potion, buy healing potion, buy healing potion, buy healing potion, buy healing potion. Leave. Stocked up, I have 11 healing potions. Should be enough for a while. Go save again. Come back, fight next enemy, and so on and so forth until you get to the Taurus the Minotaur, which is our ultimate objective. Save and right to Hillsfar. I'll just keep doing that so I can spare you my endless retrying. If it was one guy, I'll just reload from there and then we can... Okay, let's try. Next one. Now it's the lizard guy potion. I don't need to, I don't think so. It's me getting hit in the face. Hit him once, twice, 3 times a lady, 4 times, 5 times. Please hit him again. 1 more time and done. Okay. That's all done. But again, no. I'll take some potions till I get back to No, potions, potions, potions. Up to D6. Now go save again. Save and go back. Okay. I think it's a knight now that you have to fight. Just take it going. Yes, Morin, you're down! Ah! That was not easy. I don't know how many times I had to fight this fight. So you didn't see here, but now I just wish to fight again. Let's go. Potions, 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 potions. Go save the game. I really don't need to fight Morin again. Let's travel. Whoop. Small jump, big jump. Let's go. Morin's down. I don't know how I did it. It's just random. Just you just do it until you win. And saves come. Because really, the controls are so bad. You really can't do that much. There's not much logic to what you're doing. You just keep changing it up, hoping that you will eventually hit. Let's see the next guy. I think it's some kind of lizard again, and then it will be the one we actually want to fight, Taurus. Some kind of lizard man now. And you know, if I'm not very communicative during the fights, it's because, well, first I'm busy fighting, and secondly, maybe it's like 50th time attempting the fight, so I'm not in a chatty mood. I'll be in a chattier mood when I win, but okay, let's try to do this one. Oh, it's, what is an orc? Okay, another one. Okay, I can do this. Well, I thought I could. Change it up. There you go. Lotus. But again, no, not now. Take another potion. Back to 56. Go save again. I think that our real enemy should be the next one, but don't want to risk it. Travel. That Morin was a nightmare to kill. Save and go back to Hillsfar. go in. And let's go to the arena again. Here's our target. Taurus is the one we actually want to kill. Hopefully it's not too hard. It's to be easier than Morden, at least. Managed to hit him a couple more times. There you go. Whew. As you leave the arena, a woman of status and evident power approaches, says, "I am Diane. With the feet of Taurus, you are now thricely honored, my brave mage. The jealousy of Taurus caused him to mastermind the imprisonment of my daughters in a mirror of life trapping. Well, an honored mage such as yourself can break that mirror. I don't know where it is, but I heard a rumor found written in the cemetery." Foot again? No. So, potion, back to D6, and now to the cemetery. Actually, I'm going to go out and save again, and then we'll go to the cemetery. No, I can just go to the cemetery. That shouldn't be too dangerous, I don't think. Let's do it. I don't want to just keep running around and saving all the time. Cemetery. Pieces. I need more chests. 2,000 euro pieces. 2,000 euro pieces. Chests. Hello. Open it. Something gas trap. That's annoying. Okay. Lock ring, that's useful. There's a lock ring, just don't have much time. Should use physical force. Okay, what is in here? Oh, floor trap revealer. I need more chests. What more floor trap revealers? No, not yet, please. Within the red tombstone is a message. Yana at the rat's nest knows. This is what I want. Okay. I need to find an exit. Proper exit. Go. Whew. Good. Rat's nest. Isn't that an inn of some kind? Okay, so it's an inn of some kind. Yes, so it's up there, I think. I hate it with the caption thing is covering where you want to go. It's really annoying. The Rat's Nest Inn, I think, is down here, around this area. Right, not here. Here somewhere. Is this it? The shelter, yes. Oh, Rat's Nest, yes. Speak to the barmaid. Give her gold for an info. She whispers in your ear. I know you. I saw your name at the range and witnessed your defeat of Taurus yesterday. His drunken servant mentioned your name and how he hid the mirror from you in the haunted mansion. So there's the pub. Bye bye. So, Haunted Mansion now. The Haunted Mansion is down there on the right. Like here. That's it. Okay. And it's in the hidden room, I think. So we nice. Now I know 4 traps. Too late. Bash. Yes, secret door. Yes, thank you. 4 gold pieces. I can take it easy in here. Before you lies the mirror. You take it into your hands and smash it down upon the chest. From the mirror escapes a frosty essence, whose image materializes before you in the shape of a beautiful woman. She hugs you and exclaims, "Oh, thank you, my honored mage." Diane rushes into the room, and upon seeing her freed daughter embraces her. She turns to you and says, "Return to your guild master, and he will reward you." Nice. Potion of healing. Thanks. 76 gold pieces. 116 gold pieces. Loads of stuff here. There's an exit back there. So I think we're done with the quest, nearly. Then I'll read you the story, and then we can be finished with the mage, which is really not the ideal person to have a quest line that involves arena fighting. You have low-ish strength and dexterity, you know. So being a magic user is all about intelligence. So it's annoying that they made this quest line for really not for mages at all. Mages aren't good fighters, that's the only thing you know about mages. It's not good at hand-to-hand fighting. Just leave. Okay, now let me go to the guild. Mage's Guild, you should enter, yes. How may we help you? Take this bag of 21,500 gold pieces as a token of Diane's gratitude. In addition, with my ring of wishes, I will raise your hit points. Yes. Oh, little animation. Pressing key to continue. The Master whispers, "Know ye that those of the Silver Moon and the Silver Harp, the Harpers, will give ye assistance in future journeys outside the realm of Hillsfar. You are famous now. You should look for further adventures in the Breaking the Fourth Wall, the city of Silverton in SSI's Curse of the Ager Bonds computer game." Sorry, Master, what is a computer? Where is SSI? Where is any of this? What are you talking about? Because Master's not in right now, so just left. There I am, gotten some extra hit points. For a while, leave the guilds. I get 44 hit points instead of 26. It's quite good for when I get to... It's very good for my level. So I'll take this table and ride all the way back to my camp so I can save and read a little novelization of this last tale, which comes with a computer guide, with a game guide, actually. CSI's assistance thing. Okay, save current Hillsfar character. And so I have it here to read it out for you. Do I? Oh, yes, I do. It's here. So, it's Mal the Mage by Mike Briolt. So let's read it out. Not Mal, Mai the Mage. Mai drifted lazily through the familiar territory of his dreams, his mind's eye exploring each facet of the scenes dragged up from his subconscious. One of his favorite dreams segments was just now appearing, a pleasant pastoral setting of dwarven maidens in a sunlit meadow. Mai knew they were maidens because they parted their beards in the middle. See, this is first edition D&D when dwarven ladies had beards. Some can still have beards now, but this time, yes, they clearly had beards. It was a very big point that Gygax made, that dwarven ladies had to have beards. The dwarves were cavorting about in huge vats of milk. Their stumpy, hairy legs were churning the milk into frothy masses of slightly hairy butter. Nice. Mai, who had never been out of the glorious city of Hillsfar, imagined that such scenes took place all the time in the farms outside the city. Abruptly the scene shifted. Though still dreaming, he was suddenly back in the stable where he was spending the night. His mind's eye hovered in the rafters, taking in his sleeping form sprawled out in the hay, as well as the dimly seen forms of horses in their stalls. The room began to spin, slowly at first and faster. 2 arms formed out of the blur. They were a woman's arms. Mai was certain, despite the presence of a rose tattoo with the inscription Mum on one arm. The arms beckoned to him, and a pair of feminine lips appeared, forming soundless words that he couldn't quite understand. After a while, the lips seemed annoyed at his inability to catch on, and disappeared with a petulant popping sound. The arms apparently had more patience, for they continued to gesture, and in Mai's mind, a vision appeared of the door to one of Hillsfar's magic shops, the only business in the city that had a perpetual going-out-of-business sale. Mai once asked how this could be, and he was told it was magic and to beat it if he wasn't buying. He could see that the door was locked and the street was dark. The arms pointed to Mai, and then pointed to the magic shop door. Mai stared blankly. The fingers made little walking motions and then gave up. The arms popped into non-existence. When the vision ended, Mai awoke with a start to find himself staring into unblinking eyes, less than an inch from his nose. "Hey!" he shrieked, leaping into the air. Clinging to the barn's rafters, he looked down to see the now recognizable form of his familiar frog, Dodo. "Gads," Mai said, "I've told you not to do that." "I know," Dodo said telepathically, "but I can never resist watching the sheer youthful exuberance with which you awaken to tackle each new day. Reminds me of myself when I was just a tadpole." Mai told Dodo of his vision and asked the frog's advice. Dodo shook his head sadly and said to Mai, "You know, you keep forgetting that even though I'm only 1 year old in human terms, it's really about 17 frog years. Who's going to do your thing for you when I croak? The vision obviously wants you to go to the magic shop at night and break in. Must be something important in there. Maybe this is what the guildmaster at the Mage's Guild meant when he said there was a task for you, remember? He said to be ready for it, no matter how you came upon it. This could be your big break. Let's go while it's still dark." "But what about the Red Plum Guards? You know what will happen if they catch me breaking into the shop at night?" Mai shuddered at the thought of the pummeling he had taken in the arena the last time he explored an establishment after hours. "Well, you can outrun them," Dodo said. "I'll help you. Come on, do you really enjoy sleeping on horse manure pillows every night?" "Okay, but I hope you'll be sorry if old Lefty the orc uses me to break in the new quarter stuff again." Mai bent over and scooped Dodo into his shirt pocket. He tiptoed out of the stables and into the night. The two hurried down streets made unfamiliar by the darkness and the fog that had rolled in from the moon sea. Not thick enough to really obscure vision, but just enough to make things eerie. Mai headed southwest through Hillsfar's zigzagging maze of streets, glancing up nervously at the shuttered houses and businesses as he passed by. After a 10-minute walk that seemed much longer, Mai found himself at the magic shop door. Eager to be off the streets, Mai pulled out one of his knock rings, discovered during an earlier adventure, and used it on the lock, praying that it opened the door before the trap was sprung. When the door lock clicked, Mai heaved open the door. The door looked different at night, he thought, more maze-like. The shop looked different at night, he thought, more maze-like and ominous. After a mental nudge from Dodo, Mai began to search for anything unusual that might help him figure out what the arm and lip lady, as he thought of her, wanted him to find. Mai rummaged through dozens of chests. Most of the items he found were long familiar to him from the many hours he spent in this shop. Finally, Mai found something that he thought he might had never noticed before. An ornately carved pick whose handle was inscribed with the word Stonemaster. The pick seemed to glow faintly in the dim light. Dodo peered at it from Mai's pocket. Well, it appears to be something special, all right. Maybe that's what the lady wanted you to find. But what do we do with it? It sure doesn't belong here. We'd have noticed it before. Besides, it actually looks valuable, and that's awfully unusual for this shop. It must belong to someone. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. Figure out who it belongs to and give it back to them. Who do you suppose it belongs to? Dodo sighed and shook his head. Well now, what does Stonemaster say to you? I know, said Mai. Must be the quarry master in charge of the rock quarry west of town. But if we want to see him, we'll have to leave the city and go wandering through dark forests overrun by lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, said Dodo. Okay, be sarcastic. Some help you are. I guess I have to do it. Though, the guildmaster may never forgive me if I don't come through with him on this quest. Mai wrapped the pick in a rag and carried it under his robes as he scurried back to the stables. The only person he saw was a mage who suddenly appeared in front of him in a particularly dark portion of Market Street. Mai stifled a shriek, much to Dodo's disappointment, as Wak Rathar leered at him and asked if Mai wanted to see a magic trick. Since Mai had fallen for this once before and had found himself in the arena being walloped by Lefty the Orc, Mai declined the invitation, even though it heard that gold rather than the arena sometimes rewarded daring. The rest of the trip was without incident. Mai reached the stables just as the rising sun appeared over the city walls. He located Damin and talked him into lending him a horse for the journey. Mai had heard that the quarry was beyond the trading post to the west of Hillsfar, so he had set out to visit the trader in order to gather information. The path to the post was cratered with holes and littered with fallen branches, and Mai's horse seemed to trip over every obstacle. My tax gold pieces at work, Mai thought glumly, as he sprawled on the ground time and time again. At last the nightmarish ride was over, and Mai walked shakily to the trading post, feeling much the worse for wear. The trader was very happy to be of service. For a price, for 5 gold pieces exactly, Mai was allowed to look at a map that showed the path leading to Hermit's Place to the north. Far to the north, with no path indicated, was an area bearing the legend, "The quarry's around here somewhere, I think." Reluctantly, Mai mounted his horse for the torturous ride to the Hermit's Place. Once there, Mai discovered that the hermit had apparently taken a vow of silence and would do no more than nod his head to the north and hum maniacally. With a sign, Mai headed off into the woods, leading his horse along an overgrown trail that wouldn't have qualified as a decent-sized rut in the paths he had ridden earlier that day. Dodo hopped alongside him, happy to be in the woods and free of Mai's sweaty pocket at last. After walking through the forest for an hour, Mai stumbled onto a clearing around a small hill. The entire hill was a beehive of activity. Dwarven and human minds swarmed over it, excavating deep holes into the hillside, clearing topsoil to prepare new dig sites, carting away rock and sorting it out into piles, and performing other duties he could not decipher. Mai and Dodo approached the nearest worker and asked him to see the quarry master. They were told that he was in a small shack near the opening of the largest excavation. Mai scrambled over the rock-strewn ground to the shack and knocked on the door, setting off a small avalanche of rock dust from the roof. "Well," said Dodo to Mai, "at least you're going to make a good first impression." Before Mai could reply, the door to the shack was flung open, and Mai found himself staring at an extremely irate dwarf. "Can't you competent fools do nothing without me leading you around by the hands?" the dwarf snarked. "Well, what is it this time? Speak up, or are you dumb in both senses of the word?" Are you the quarry master?" Mai finally managed to ask. "Of course I'm the quarry master. Who else around here looks foolish enough to agree to supervise 200 butterfinger troll-brained excuses for craftsmen? Now what do you want? And it better be important." I have this for you," Mai said as he unwrapped Stone Master and held it down so the dwarf could see it. Well, I'll be a warden and ogres behind. Stonemaster has returned at last. The quarrymaster glanced up at Mai almost pleasantly. Diane told me someone would come bearing Stonemaster. She left this elixir for you. He handed Mai a translucent glass bottle that was filled with a red liquid. I'm not sure what this stuff is, he said with a grin, but it's yours now. Oh, sorry, that was the dwarf. I'm not sure what this stuff is, he said with a grin, but it's yours now. Many thanks for returning Stonemaster. Now I can really send some stone a-flying. Mai led his horse back into the woods and sat down with Dodo to examine the bottle. Now what do we do? Mai said. I'm sure it wouldn't open it. I wouldn't open it if I were you, Dodo replied. Wait until we can show it to the guildmaster. He should know what to do. Mai agreed. He wrapped the bottle carefully and placed it inside his robes. Then he put Dodo in his pocket and began the ride back to Hillsfar. Many a merry spill later, Mai and the horse limped through the city gates. Dusk was gathering as they finally entered the stables. Mai bid good riddance to the horse, the feeling was mutual, and flopped down to sleep on the nearest relatively manure-free pile of straw. The sun was high in the sky by the time Mai was awakened by a horrible groaning sound. Slowly he realized that he was the one groaning. Even his eyelids seemed bruised as he struggled to open them. He rose to his feet, snarling at Dodo and mentally daring the frog to laugh. Dodo casually snared a few flies for breakfast, oblivious to Mai's gazes. How good to see you up, Mai, he said finally. He was enjoying the moment to the hilt. All ready to prance over to the Mages Guild, are we? If thoughts could kill, Dodo would have been the frog leg entree that night at the Ruby Slippers pub. As it was, Mai just groaned again and began to half-walk, half-crawl out of the door of the stables. Inspired by the sight of his masters painfully staggering down the street, Dodo wrapped his long tongue around one of the stable's hands, drinking cups. Hopping along with Mai, Dodo held out the cup to passers-by, most of whom dropped in a coin or two, out of pity for the poor soul who seemed to be suffering from some unfamiliar but doubtless incredibly painful disease. Since they have to go halfway across town and past the rich folks who lived around the castle to reach the Mages Guild, Dodo had collected almost 96 gold pieces by the time they reached their destination. Mai was almost walking erect by then, despite Dodo's admonitions to milk the crowd for all it was worth. After a long delay, Mai was ushered into the master's chamber. So what brings you in to see me, Mage Preety? Said Glinda, master of mages. This bottle, sir. I hope that you might be able to tell me what it is and what to do with it, Mai said. You have found the elixir of Diane. I thought this lost with the disappearance of her daughter. Wonder now what should we do with it, but rather what it shall do to you. With that, the guildmaster uncorked the bottle. A thin red vapor quickly escaped from the opening. To Mai, the fragrance was intoxicating. He caught a fleeting glimpse of Dodo frantically leaping out of his pocket. Then his sight dimmed, and the floor seemed to rush up to greet his face. Next thing he knew, Mai was floating in a dream, watching something materialize in front of him. A tall, handsome woman slowly appeared. Mai recognized her lips and arms from his vision 2 nights earlier. I am the daughter of Diane, she said. Trapped in a prison, only a mage thrice honored may release me from my doom. The first honor is of exacting aim on the 4th board, she said. With a cryptic pronouncement, the woman began to fade. Her lips were the last to go, lingering for a few seconds to whisper the word Tana, and then fading from sight as well. Mai awoke with a bad headache. He put his hands to his aching head and felt a bandage wrapped around it. He sat up and waited for the room to stop spinning. What did she tell you this time, Mai? Dodo asked, once Mai felt well enough to stand. You have to go to Tana's archery range by the stables, Mai said weakly. He picked up Dodo, left the guild, and headed northwest through the busy streets. Once there, he picked up a wand for the target shooting competition and went out to the range. On the first board, or round, or competition, he placed second and won 30 gold pieces. On the second and third boards, he seemed to hit everything he aimed at, even pegging the pesky rats a few times. For once, the running commentary of the announcer didn't disturb his concentration. He placed first in both boards, winning money he didn't bother to count. He cast everything aside but his goal of placing the top 5 of the 4th board. After hitting the swinging target a few times, he had to concentrate on getting rid of the rats. He couldn't bear to think of hitting the beautiful birds that occasionally flew across the target range. He had always hated rats, though. He hit 4 of them on this board and placed second this time. He had done it. Maybe there's hope for you yet, Dodo said inside Mai's pocket. After collecting his winnings, Tana took him aside. She glanced around to make sure no one could overhear, then she whispered, You are honored this day, bold mage. With the first honor of Diane, your quest now leads you outside Hillsfar. You will find more of Diane's elixir in the Wizard's Labyrinth, located near the ruins. Mai once again resigned himself to a ride through the country. He borrowed a horse from Damin and set out for the trading post. He seemed to have less trouble on this ride and plowed into far fewer obstacles than on his previous ride. Even Dodo was impressed. "Will wonders ever cease?" he said to Mai. "First a marksman, and now a horseman. What new talent will you display next?" At the trading post, Mai was told that the ruins were but a short ride to the south. He found the Wizard's Labyrinth at the end of the trail from the ruins. Using a knock ring, Mai entered the labyrinth, and he and Dodo set out to explore it. After several hours of peering into rotted treasure chests and exploring dead-end corridors, Mai and Dodo discovered a bottle with a reddish liquid in one of the chests. "An elixir of Diane," Mai said triumphantly. He started to uncork the bottle. "Wait," said Dodo. "Lie down and then uncork the bottle." Once again the reddish vapor poured out and the world dimmed. Mai found himself drifting in a formless void. Diane's daughter appeared suddenly in front of him. "The second honor," she said, "is one of freeing the mage's tower from a malevolent spirit. You need to open a special chest within the room it inhabits." The woman disappeared in the usual manner, lips last. Mai told Dodo about the woman's message, and they rode for Hillsfar in the gathering darkness of evening. "Malevolent spirit?" Dodo said. "What happened to your common sense?" "I am on a quest," Mai replied, "to earn a spot beside the honored mages of my guild. That's worth a little risk." "You'll earn a spot beside the other mages of your guild, all right," said Dodo. "Right inside that spirit's stomach. I hear there's a regular conclave of your fellows in there." "Quiet, or I'll turn you into a prince," Mai threatened. At that prospect, Dodo stopped arguing and settled for muttering dire predictions under his mental breath. Next morning, Mai set out for the mage's tower. He headed for the southeastern end of the town, clutching his purse tightly as he passed the Rogues Guild entrance. Soon he was standing before the entrance to the mage's tower. Mai took a deep breath as he entered the deserted building. He explored the inside of the tower, a feeling of foreboding gathering inside him as he approached the top. Pushing open the shattered door to the uppermost room, he staggered as if physically struck by the sense of evil that emanated from within. Mai entered the room and desperately looked for the chest. Diane's daughter said would be there. The chest Diane's daughter said would be there, sorry. In the darkest corner of the room, an evil presence stirred and began to spread towards him. Mai could feel his will to move being sucked away. "Get moving," said Dodo's thoughts into Mai's mind. "The chest! Open the chest or your name's breakfast!" Mai snapped out of the paralysis that had gripped him, leaped at the chest, and flung it open just as the spirit clutched him. All light and warmth began to leave the world. "It's over," Mai thought weakly. "It's too late." Suddenly a brilliant light blazed from the chest and stabbed at the dark heart of the evil spirit. Mai could feel his strength returning as the evil spirit was forced away from him by a good spirit rising up from the chest. As the evil spirit flew out of the window, it paused for an instant and turned back to Mai. "I'll get you, my pretty." "Oh, God. And your little frog Dodo, too." And then it was gone. Oh, I can't bear all the Wizard of Oz references in this short story. If you like puns, his name is My Pretty. Spelled MHAIPRITTEE. "I'll get you, my pretty," and a little frog Dodo too. Instead of Toto, it's Dodo. And there's the dangers of lions and tigers and bears, and the guild master's called Glinda. Anyway, Mai stood slowly. The good spirit came to his side and spoke to him. "You are honored this day with the second honor of Diane." With that, the good spirit flew out of the window in pursuit of the evil one. Mai watched the spirit go, but felt at the same time that the essence of the spirit was somehow still with him. Whatever lay before him, he was not afraid. Mai looked into the chest and saw a bottle filled with reddish liquid. Mai and Dodo hurried out of the mage's tower, glad to be back in the friendly bustle of Hillsfar streets. Once back in the stables, Mai sat down against a bale of hay and opened the bottle. Almost instantly, Diane's daughter appeared before him. "The third and last honor, my daring mage, is one of defeating the proud Minotaur Taurus in the arena. He is the instigator of my imprisonment." She smiled at Mai and faded away with a wave. As her lips disappeared, she whispered, "Good luck, my hero." Mai awoke the next morning, eager to face Taurus. He left the stables as soon as it was light and jogged west towards the arena. Dodo tried hard to talk him out of it. He pointed out how poorly Mai had fared against Lefty, the orc, who was a much weaker opponent than the mighty Taurus, a gladiator renowned for his strength and cruelty in the arena. But Mai was beyond reason, filled with the hatred of Taurus that he could not shake. Mai strode into the arena and bellowed a challenge to Taurus. Taurus slowly walked over to Mai and handed him a quarterstaff. "Well, human," Taurus said, "I think it's time for your lesson." "And I," said Mai, "think it's time you learn that there is a price to pay for kidnapping and imprisoning humans. Defend yourself, bullman." With a roar, Taurus threw himself at Mai. Then he led with 2 strikes at Mai's left, then a headbutt and several attacks at Mai's right side. It's actually what he did in the game. Mai was expecting this and easily blocked the attacks. When he saw Taurus lunging forward to strike up to his left again, Mai dodged and whacked Taurus on the right side. Taurus bellowed in anger, though Mai's blows hardly seemed to faze him. Taurus' headbutt was wildly off target, and Mai caught Taurus solidly in the face with his counterattack. Taurus stumbled backwards, but stayed on his feet. Blood flowed into his eyes. Mai sprang to attack while Taurus was distracted. Too late he saw the Minotaur's staff swing out at his legs. It knocked him out of his feet, and he watched in horror as Taurus ran forward, holding his quarterstaff as if to pin him to the arena sand. Then at last instant, Taurus pitched face first into the sand. Mai thanked whatever gods were looking after him, and rose to his feet, gritting his teeth against the pain in his legs. He brought his quarterstaff down on Taurus's head. Only then did he notice Dodo with his 2-foot-long tongue wrapped around both of Taurus's ankles. "It's the frog god you should be thanking," Dodo said as he painfully retracted his tongue. "You'll have to catch flies for me for the next month or so." "Just as long as I don't have to do it with my tongue," Mai said. He picked up Dodo gently and placed him on his pocket. As Mai limped out of the arena to the ovation of the crowd, a richly dressed woman stepped up to him. She was accompanied by several servants and men-at-arms. "I am Diane," she said, "and I have watched you master all the trials of this quest. With the defeat of Taurus, you are now thrice honored, my brave mage. Taurus has imprisoned my daughter in a mirror of life-trapping. Only an honored mage such as yourself can break that mirror. I believe this parchment gives the clue to the mirror's whereabouts, but I cannot read it as it is in magical script. I trust you can read it." She handed Mai a crumpled parchment stained recently by a reddish-brown liquid. Mai read, "O great Taurus, I have hidden the mirror in the haunted mansion where none may find it." "The last leg of your quest lies before you," Diane said. "Lead us to free my daughter, and great rewards shall be yours." Mai led the group to the southeastern end of town. Across the street from the Rogues Guild, they found the haunted mansion. Mai opened the first chest he found and saw a mirror lying on the bottom. Hardly daring to believe that his quest might be at an end, Mai picked up the mirror and smashed it down upon the chest. A cold, sparkling cloud escaped from the shard of the mirror. The cloud coalesced into the beautiful woman of his dreams, Diane's daughter. She threw her arms around Mai and hugged him. "Oh, thank you, my honored mage," she said. Mai just stared at her, dazed by her beauty. Diane rushed in and embraced her daughter. She turned to Mai and told him his reward was waiting for him at the Mages Guild. With a bow to Diane and at last backward glance at her daughter, whose name he never did learn, Mai reluctantly headed for the guild house. Glinda greeted him warmly as he entered. "My boy," he said, "you have made us all very proud. Here's a bag containing 21,500 gold pieces as a token of Diane's gratitude. In addition, with my ring of wishes, I will make you sturdier, stronger, and able to withstand more damage." The next day, Mai purchased MORSCHT from Darmin and drove off toward Tilverton. Perhaps someday he and Dodo would return to Hillsfar. There were certain attractions to the old place after all. The end. So that's the end of the mage quest. And a little novelization of this episode, actually, by Mike Briault. It's in the game guide for Hillsfar. So, music you'll be listening to, you'll find all the details down there in the description. I will see you next time. I think it might be a couple of weeks before I come back, because I'm going to be out on a work trip / holiday, so I'll join the two together. And when I come back, we'll start with the Thief's Quests. I will see you then, and until then, bye!